Senator Rubio's unsettling warning. UFOs, he says, are flying over U.S. military bases, and we have no idea what they are or whose they are. This is by Elizabeth Stauffer, Western Journal on WND. Responses to this simple question will vary. Do you believe in UFOs? Some will respond with an eye roll, and a few will smile, and once in a while, though, someone will respond with an emphatic yes. Now, we know we've had UFO sightings with the Tic Tac UFO that were around the U.S. Navy drills, the U.S. Air Force drills off the coast of San Diego back in 2004, and we have images of them on radar. Now, needless to say, Senator Marco Rubio, a member of the Senate Intelligence Committee, has been privy to classified information, and he's extremely concerned. Either the technology of a rival nation or a group has advanced at a frightening pace without our knowledge, or we have visitors from beyond our solar system. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. Now, this is one of the UFOs that we had, the Tic Tac UFOs off the San Diego coast a few years back. And these videos have been released to the public. But we also had UFO USOs. That is, the submerged UFOs coming out of the ocean, flying into the air in unbelievably fast speeds, hypersonic speeds. And this is an image from the U.S. Navy. And now we have a senator coming out saying that they're over the military bases. Now, remember what happened last year, 2 years ago, when we have those little drones that were flying over U.S. bases at night, when they were not supposed to be flying at night and when they had no authority to fly at night. And nobody even knows whose they were or where they came from or what they were doing. Now, TMZ caught up with Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio Monday at Reagan National Airport in Washington to discuss the situation. And the unsettling truth is, Rubio said, that the United States government does not know where they're coming from, whose they are, etc. Rubio told TMZ, there's stuff flying over military installations and no one knows what it is and it's not ours. So for me, that's logical. You want to know what it is. It's just common sense. Stuff flying over the top of your most sensitive installations and it's not ours and no one knows whose it is. You should find out what it is and tell us. In other words, he's trying to say it's a very, very big national security issue. TMZ reporter noted that many people consider China to be a big threat, but he wonders if we should not also be worried about what else that's out in the universe. Rubio said, I would take it one step at a time. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what it's all about. Like I told you, I don't know the answer to what it is, but it's stuff that's there. So you're on the Intel committee and they don't tell you what's going on, TMZ asked. And he said, well, I think they tell us what's going on. I mean, there's stuff flying over the top of our military and they don't know who's flying it. They don't even know whose it is, Rubio said. So that's a problem and we need to find out if we can. Obviously can find out whose they are. TMZ asked, so everyone thinks we're the smartest out there in the universe, but the aliens possibly smarter than we are? If they made it all the way here, they probably are, yeah. If they can get here and we can't get there, that tells us they're more advanced. But I don't know if they are aliens. I don't know if they've ever existed or visited us. When you talk about that stuff, everybody gets all stigmatized about it. No one wants to sound weird. My stuff is very simple. We don't know what that stuff is that's flying over the top of our installations. Let's find out. Maybe it's another country, and that would be bad news too, he said. TMZ continued, let's just say one more question hypothetically. Should we try to be friendly with these folks? Rubio said, oh, I don't know, man. We have so many problems going on as it is. That would be one heck of a way to top the last year and a half, he said. Marco Rubio is far from the only government official to appear open to the possibility that aliens may exist. In August 2020, several months after the Navy officially released video recordings of the unexplained encounters pilots and sailors have experienced. The Department of Defense issued an announcement that Deputy Secretary of Defense David Norquist approved the establishment of an unidentified aerial phenomena task force, that is a UFO task force, that will be led by the Navy. On March 20th, former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe appeared on Fox News Primetime with Maria Bartiromo, and the two discussed the Pentagon's forthcoming report about unidentified aerial phenomena. We're talking about UFOs. That's expected to be released on June 1st. In the video, Ratcliffe tells her there have been a lot more sightings that have not been made public. Some of those have been declassified. And he said, when we talk about sightings, we're talking about objects that have been seen by Navy or Air Force pilots or have been picked up by satellite imagery that frankly engage in actions that are difficult to explain, movements that are hard to replicate, and we don't have the technology for, are traveling at speeds that exceed the sound barrier without a sonic boom. So in short, things that we are observing that are difficult to explain. And so there's actually quite a few of those. So that information is being gathered and we will put it out, he said. He said, when we see these things, Maria, we always look for a plausible explanation. And he said, he notes weather can cause disturbances, visual disturbances. Sometimes we wonder whether our adversaries have technology that are a little bit further down the road than we thought or that we realized. But there are instances where we don't have good explanations for some of the things that we've seen. And when that information is declassified, I'll be able to talk about it a little bit more. So it will be declassified June 1st. Now, some readers may have seen the stunning videos officially released by U.S. Navy, April 2020. That's the Tic Tac UFOs off San Diego. The Black Vault's John Greenwald Jr. explains that the Navy uses the term UAP instead of UFO because it's the basic descriptor of the sightings and observations of unauthorized, unidentified aircraft objects that have been observed entering, operating in the airspace of various military-controlled training ranges. The videos had been previously publicized by New York Times and the Black Vault in 2017 and 18, and by April 2020, the videos were officially approved for release. One video was recorded off the coast of San Diego in November 2004. The FLIR-1 became known as the Tic Tac UFO incident, and the film titled The Nimitz Encounters was made about it, according to Greenwald. And the two others were recorded off the coast of Virginia by Navy pilots on training mission January 2015. So they were both on the East Coast and the West Coast of the USA. They were also over Puerto Rico, in various areas over Mexico. A lot of countries have similar videos of this. Last week, Popular Mechanics reported that over a period of 4 nights in July 2019, a small group of U.S. Navy destroyers out on maneuvers off the coast of San Diego, coincidentally in the same area where the UFOs, UAPs, had been seen back in 2004, claimed to have encountered a mysterious fleet of drones. The Navy investigated the bizarre incident but came away without a satisfactory explanation. The drones were described by crews as tic-tac shaped objects, which was description provided by the Navy pilots who had seen them back in 2004. They displayed an obvious interest in the destroyers. Observers claimed they demonstrated capabilities far exceeding commercial drones, including flight time. At one point, a drone paced a destroyer as it sailed at 16 knots. And in September 2019, Popular Mechanics reported observers spotted 5 to 6 drones in and around the Palo Verde nuclear power plant. And in January 20th, 2020, a wave of mystery drones sightings took place, as we said before, over Colorado, Nebraska, and Wyoming. And the Navy has no explanation for this. So hopefully when all this is declassified, we get the information June 1st, John Ratcliffe will be able to tell us more about what he thinks. This is by Elizabeth Stafford, Western Journal on WND. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.